What's up, soul family? Y'all already know it's Quincy 215. Your deity, your oracle. So y'all got a good message for y'all today. Today we're going to be talking about fixations, and we're going to talk about psychosexual stages. And I got a good download, but I'm only keeping our topic today on fixations, okay? Hello, peace, love, and light to you. It's your golden ram. You already know what the vibes is, you guys. So today, like I said, we're talking about fixations. So I hope you guys are all having a beautiful day. Thank y'all for coming in and automatically showing me some love. I truly appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. And whoever shows whoever gives me the most gifts or whatever, I'll pull a card for you, okay? Because I love y'all so much. I'll do it at the end for you, okay? So I'm gonna get into my download. The way my downloads work, when I'm out and about, if I get a download, I just text it to myself. So I'm going to read you the way I did my download, and then I'm going to roll this dice for our first card. So our first card, I'm going to roll it and go into my book. I won't be able to actually show the card because my deck is already shuffled. I don't have my deck in order right now, but just stay with me, y'all. So first, let me read you my download, right? Healing does not mean to rush or push out the responses you have from trauma, okay? We're talking about fixations and trauma right now. You have to literally go to each stage of your development and also your chakras and support yourself at those stages, meeting yourself where you are at currently, and be patient with yourself. So your inner child, I always say, listen, it takes a village to raise a child, and you guys, we all have an inner child within us. So the psychosexual stages of development talks about fixations, right? So I'm going to keep it on the fixations. I'm not going to go too deep into trauma, like sexual trauma, abuse, things like that. I'm going to keep it on the basics of what a parent can do to traumatize their child when they're not even when they're not consciously trying to traumatize their child, okay? Just for the sake of time and my time and y'all time today. So in college, right, I'm going to roll the dice for my first number. So first I got 3. So in college, they always taught us meet people where they at, right? As a therapist, they always stress that to us. Second number is 6. So we got 3 and 6, and then 3 times 2 is 6, right? So we gang, girl. So in college, they always said meet people where they're at, right? Because you don't. That's how you help people. So the card I have is Neff, and it is 3, 6, 18, and what that means to meet people where they're at is to not be judgmental. If someone wants to help, they're coming to you. So if someone is coming to you for help, in order to meet them where they're at, you don't judge them. You don't tell them, like, for example, if a woman is, thank you so much, love. For example, if a woman is like being abused, you don't say like, oh, well, why did you stay with him? Why are you still with him? Meeting someone where they're at is not judging them. It's just being able to analyze what they're going through, giving them advice if they want it. Of course, if they're coming to therapy, they want advice, but therapy is different techniques. Somebody can just want to vent, okay? There's different type of therapeutic styles. Venting can be very therapeutic because you are releasing from your chakras. Because again, in order to heal yourself, you can't just, we all want to heal, but it's not an overnight process. You're not just going to wake up and say, oh, I'm healed. You have to literally go to each stage and know for a fact, this is what happened to me. This is how this happened. And especially if it's your early childhood development. So you have to go to your inner child and talk to yourself. You have to go to your inner child and talk to yourself from within. And let me see y'all comments. Thank you. Hold on, let me say your name. Sammy the Gold. What's up, Sammy the Gold? You always showing me love. Thank you, my love, for giving me a heart. I truly appreciate you for supporting me. And hold on, I just lost my page. And then who else? Allah loves you too. We're moving to spiritual help with dealing with addiction, mental health. So to be honest, love, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. And because we're all spiritual beings having a human experience, spirituality is just what it is. We work on universal laws. some people don't want to believe in, some people are atheists and don't believe in these things. But to answer your question, I personally believe that spirituality helps with everything, because that is the root, that is the substance, that is the elixir of life. The elixir of life is knowing that we all came from something. We're not here, you're not here breathing on your own. There's a higher source, a higher power. There's levels to this shit. It's literally levels upon levels. So when you tap into yourself, you begin to peel back the layers like an onion, like a fucking, like dragon fruits have all them damn seeds in it. You're picking out each seed and you're learning who you are, and you're going to evolve. And yes, that will help you to heal any addictions, any mental illness. And you can transmute energy. When you become an alchemist, you can transmute that energy. If you're addicted to something, you can now take that same energy and apply it to something else that's actually going to help you, that's actually going to get you money. Because money is a byproduct. Money is beautiful, y'all. It's a byproduct of who you are. Your gifts are going to get you paid. Like literally, whatever you're born with, that is your gift, and that is how you will survive in this game of life. You are born in a state of abundance. You are born to be free. You are born to have everything you want in this world. But there is a cloak, there is like a screen that's giving us an illusion that of lack and of, you know, not worthiness. But you are worthy. Hi, God. Peace, love, and light to you, God. What's up, my love? Okay, so, and then, like I said, I rolled the dice for y'all. So the first card, and I'm not going to be able to go in my deck and find it, but the first card to go along with what I'm saying is Mighty Fillness, right? And it's number 3. The card is number 3. This card represents unlimited possibilities, a time for sending plans. All possibilities are in potential, but not yet realized. And let me pin your comment. Thank you for showing me love, handsome. I appreciate you. So, like I said, all possibilities are in potential, but not yet realized, right? So, let's go to our fixations. When you become abused, right? When you are abused as a child, let's go to the oral stage. If you are, for example, if your parents forcefully fed you, if your parents underfed you, the fixation in your adulthood will be trusting dependency. If you were forcefully fed or underfed, as an adult, you will have trusting, and you will have problems with trusting people, or you will be either codependent upon people, or you won't feel like you can depend on anybody. Whatever your brain goes through when you are a developing fetus, when you are developing in your childhood development, is the ACEs score. ACEs stands for Adverse Childhood Experiences. So whatever you go through as a child, the ACEs score is showing you how these things will manifest and come back into your adult life. So during your oral stage, which is between a stage of 0 months to 2 years old, during that stage, if your parents are forcefully feeding you or they're underfeeding you, you're going to have some trust issues. You're going to have some codependency, or you won't depend on nobody. Now, the opposite of that is that if you are overfed, this is why I said I'm keeping it light. I'm not going to get too much into abuse, because some parents give their children fixations without doing it on purpose. So if you have a parent who's overly feeding their baby, constantly feeding them, constantly giving them the Bible, right? Then this baby is going to develop as an adult. They're going to have a fixation of aggression, of dominating, because they were fed so much. And that's the energy. The energy, I'm force feeding you. Eat, drink this milk, eat your food. Forcing. Now that stays in your subconscious. Your subconscious is always on. The subconscious never sleeps. The only thing that sleeps is when we consciously go to sleep to like rest, but we're still astral projecting or dreaming. But your subconscious hears everything. Everything that's going on is being programmed into your body. So that baby, with the body was being force fed, now when you're older, it's going to be aggressive. That's the fixation, right? And I'm going to pull a card. And now I pull, look at that, I pull Ra, period. Ra coming through for us. And I pull Shu and Tefnut. They are twins. And they both were conceived. From the same deity. And let me read this to y'all. So, and then this is 2, so that duality, masculine and feminine, that yin and that yang duality, and this is This card represents dry and to be moist. And it's also action of opposites, attraction of opposites, harmonious and beneficial union or partnership. This card represents attraction of opposites, harmonious and beneficial union of partnership. Just as with fixations, right? Fixations, that is an attraction of an opposite. If you, for the oral stage, if you are fed correctly, thank you so much, love. Thank you for the flower. It smells so good. But in your oral stage, thank you, Baz. Thank you so much. In your oral stage, if you are fed like correctly, if you are correctly loved, if you are correctly treated with, from 1 to 2 years old, your needs are being met, you're not being overfed, you're not being underfed, then the opposite of attraction to that will be you will get older and you will know that you can trust. You will have in your subconscious that it's okay to trust your environment. It's okay to trust the world. The world is duality. For people who see the world in such a fear, when people are so afraid, thank you guys for getting me to all the likes. I appreciate it. When people are very afraid of the world, this is because they were programmed to feel like that. And when you see people who are just happy-go-lucky, who just live in life, that's the polarity. Some people see the world as bad and fear. Some people see the world as good and light. And this card is a representation of that harmonious and beneficial union or partnership. So this can go to both ways. So for any of you guys who are encountering a new partnership, whether that's a relationship or a new endeavor with a business idea, or getting into a new relationship by going to school or getting a new job, this means harmonious and partnership. So for all you guys who are watching me, you are being in alignment with your divine counterpart. Regardless of what that energy is, it's going to get you to the next level, because this card is a harmonious card. Just as like I stated with your oral fixations, for those who do, because another fixation from oral can be when you're older, you like to smoke, you're always smoking, have to have something in your mouth, nail biting, those are fixations. And like y'all know people who constantly bite their nails. They're not doing that just to do it. It's a reason why. And for every reaction, it was an action. There was a reason why someone is doing these things. Now the next stage is going to be anal, right? The anal stage is this stage is from 3 until I think 6. So 3 to 4. And this stage is toilet training, right? If your parents were too harsh on you, if they were too harsh on you, like you need to go to the bathroom right now, yelling at the kid, and like I said, not even too overly abusive, but just like go to the bathroom or force them to do it before they're ready, because some parents get their children to go to the potty before they're even ready. Then this leads to anal retentiveness, which is like tidiness, obsessiveness, mean and stubborn. So when someone has like OCD and they're extra order, like they want everything in order, and they're just so very, that's what a term anal comes from. When a person's so anal, they're so anal because possibly during their anal stage of development, their parents were like literally like forcing them to go to the bathroom and to do things that they weren't even ready to do, which programmed their subconscious now to have that OCD, to be very compulsive, to not be able to like really relax. And this is why you see people who are, oh, you're so anal, you're so serious. And like I said, that's from 2 to 3 years old. And let me pull from my cards too, y'all. Are y'all saying anything in the comments? Period. Hi, Imani Hiller. What's up, love? Hi, Sincerely Sky. Hi, love. Oh, we pulled 8s, y'all. Abundant. Look at that. I had 8s on yesterday. Abundant, y'all. 8. So 8 is very abundant. 8 is financial stability. With your well-being, determination, equalizer. The unconscious and the conscious is going to merge together. And with 8, you reap what you sow. It's an 8, y'all. It's an infinity sign. Whatever you put out into the world, you will get that right back. That's what this card represents. So as I stated with our children, whatever you put into your children, that is what you will get back. Okay, I work with a lot of clients. I have clients who are older and who don't, for example, have a child to come take care of them, or have family and things like that. But some people don't have that too, because the way they treated their child. If you treat your child abusively, or you do certain things to your child and you don't help them grow and develop, you reap what you sow. So when you're old and that child does not want to come and help you, then that's the reason why. But when you give your child love and you're going through their early stages of development with love and unconditional love, then that means that how can you reverse that trauma? All right, so when you're going through your stages and you give your child love, that means that now when they get older, they're going to give that back to you because that's abundant. Now you can reverse the trauma basically by going within and healing yourself. Like, well, depending on how old you are, if it's children you can heal your child by giving them therapy, by teaching them new techniques. Reading knowledge is really power. Express yourself with your throat chakra. But now for adults, if you have been abused as a child, the only way to heal yourself, which goes back, you probably wasn't here when I read this, but the beginning of this video, I said healing does not mean to rush and push out the responses you have from trauma, right? So you have to literally go to each stage of your development and also your chakras and support yourself at those stages, meeting yourself where you're at currently, and be patient with yourself. You have to be patient with your inner child. So whatever trauma you have went through, thank you so much, Vaz. Thank you for the flower. Whatever trauma you have went through, you basically have to know what stage it happened at. Go back to that stage, meet yourself where you're at, like meet you where you're at. Just as they teach us in school as therapists, we have to meet our clients where they're at. You can be your own therapist. You have to meet yourself where you're at, and whatever you experience is not, you're not going to push the trauma out immediately, even though we want that. Yes, we want that, and yes, we all get on this healing path and think, oh, I'm just healed, but everything has to be coherent. You have to be mind and body coherent. Your subconscious is still going to respond to certain things, like for example the term walking on eggshells, right? I've done this several times because you're an old soul, right? But as far as like walking on eggshells, your body literally picks up on the environment. Your heart is so powerful. Your heart has a brain within it. Your stomach has a brain within it. Your brain is a brain. We have literally 3 brains that are in 3 that ascended master, y'all. We have 3. Show up. Oh, look, show up for yourself. Look what I pulled, y'all. Show up for yourself, period. I'm tap. So when you are coherent with all 3, with your brain, your heart, and your stomach, because your stomach is your gut, your intuition. When you feeling like something not right, that's your body letting you know, hey, this not right. So when you healing from trauma, it's not just going to happen with your mind. You do it with your mind too, but you have to practice with your mind and with your body. You have to be able to see, how does your body feel right now? How do you feel around these people? How do you feel around this environment? Is it triggering you? Because depending on what trauma you went through, now I'm gonna talk about it a little tiny bit, but depending on like how severely abused you were, like some women, for example, who were abused. Like I had a professor say, when he does consultations with women, he don't get too close to them, because if a woman was abused severely by like a man, so having a man talking over you or just the voice, that can make a woman tense up and make her afraid because of the abuse that she constantly experienced. So that's what it means to pay attention to your body. How do you feel around this person? How are you feeling? And it has to all go together with your mind. Like you have to go within your mind and let yourself know that you are safe. Thank you, Vaz. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hold up. Who else said something? Let me see your stuff. Thank you sincerely, Sky. So are you, beautiful. Thank you. I done this. I read that. 3 brains. Yep, 3 brains. Facts. You already know, y'all. Gang. And make us shy too. Yes, Queen. See, I told you, Jada Spade. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you have experienced certain things and you are in a certain environment, that can literally trigger stuff within your body. This is why y'all have to be mind, body. I say mind, body, and stomach coherent, because like I said, your stomach has a brain in it. And show up for yourself. I pulled this, and this is what we're talking about. It's a diary on here. So, okay, some of y'all, this is for one of y'all, at least one of y'all need to write. I'm telling you, it helps, okay? It helped me manifest. So it's a journal on here. You can either journal, or even if you don't want to journal, right? It's another technique I learned in school too. And this is all psychology, y'all. Psychology and spirituality are hand in hand. You can even things are called journaling, but you don't have to literally sit and write pages if you don't want to. You can just take a book. Every day you can write 3 things that you're grateful for. That will really help you to heal yourself. That will help you to tell your body and your mind so it can be coherent. Like, you're safe. What are you grateful for? Today I had a great day. Today I ate some good food. Or I'm grateful for my friend Sarah. My friend Sarah was really there for me today. She picked up the phone for me. Whatever you're grateful for, you can build upon that the next day, because whatever you put out into the universe today, it's going to now pick up tomorrow. So whatever you put out into the world, it's going to come right back to you. So if you write, and that's why I'm journaling. If you are journaling and because writing is power, y'all. When you take ink or even lead in your hand, your penmanship, and you put that on paper, words are spells, words are power. When you write it, you are writing the contract. You are literally writing the contract. So if you were saying, I am grateful for this, I did this, or scripting, you can even script. Y'all can literally script your whole life. You can sit down and pretend that, make a whole story up, but actually visualize yourself being in this story and write that out. And that shit will happen. I promise you, bro. I promise you. The same. Hold on. Are y'all talking to each other? I stopped journaling. I write on my note app. That's fine too. Do whatever makes you comfortable, Do what makes you happy. It's not one way to really do it, but that's what I know. That's what has helped me, and that's the mentors that all my stuff is from mentors that I looked up to, and they have helped me manifest. So this is how I manifest in my life with journaling, by showing up for myself. You have to show up for yourself, because like I told y'all, it takes a village to raise a child. We all have an inner child, love, and that's facts. Oh wait, let me I'm gonna read this card, and then this is a good card too, y'all. Just hold it. The next one, let me tell y'all one more thing about anal though, right? Far as the anal stage, if your parents were, well, I told you if they were too harsh, you would be, it would be tidiness, obsessiveness, mean, and stubborn. Now the opposite to that is if your parents were like too relaxed, like letting you just do whatever. Like, y'all know them type of parents, like they baby still be 4 years old, still pooping in a diaper, and it's like, where's the balance here? Everything is balanced, y'all. So if the parent was too relaxed, like they're fine, oh well, whatever, it's okay, or just letting them just do whatever, not even going to go clean up after them, show them how to wipe yourself, how to clean yourself, how to wash your hands. They're just like literally like putting their hands up, right? That will literally lead to anal explosiveness as an adult. Anal explosiveness, this fixation is basically an untidiness, and it's also so it's untidiness and a very generous type of behavior. Because look at the energy. Your parent didn't even clean up after you, didn't show you, allowed you to go longer in a diaper than you should have. That right there is going to cause, thank you so much, Vax. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vax. So that right there is going to cause you to be untidy in itself, because there is no order, there is no cleanliness, there is no structure. You're just doing whatever you want. This is why it's explosive, anal explosive. Thank you, Vax, for all my flowers. I'm gonna pull a card for you too, okay? I'll pull a card for you at the end. And then also you'll be very generous. The generosity will just, and that's where people pleasing can come in at. When you have a parent who's just like, go ahead, whatever, you can have it. Oh, go ahead, you can eat all the snacks in the kitchen. Like, children need some form of structure. Love is structure. Love is, remember, assertiveness is next to godliness. Assertiveness is love. We are not people pleasers. We're not going to just let you walk all over us. And we also have to teach our children, you can't just do whatever you want. There is order, there is structure. We teach them these things so that way when they are adults, they'll know how to apply it for themselves. They won't have to be, because let's face it, like, tomorrow's not promised to nobody. So if you have a child, you're supposed to raise it so that way if God forbid you're not here with that child anymore, they won't be out in this world confused. They won't be afraid. They won't have people getting over on them. They won't have these fixations because you already met them where they was at each stage. Because we are computers, y'all. Like I told y'all, are you going to go to the store and spend $2,000 on a MacBook, and this MacBook has a cracked screen, has broken keyboards, is glitching? You're not gonna go drop $2 on that. You're gonna go want to drop $2 on a brand new computer that's updated, that has the good iOS in it. So it's the same thing with a child. Whatever you put into this child, you gotta think, is somebody you wanna purchase my child. It's the same thing. If somebody want to make this investment into my kid, that's what we're doing. This is why it's the game of life. This is why we're gods. This is why that's your co-creation. Whatever you create is is like how the birds dance, right? The birds will dance for mating. Like, oh, look at me. Like the male birds will do all these fancy dances to get the girl's attention, and it's the girl bird will either fly off or go to him. Same thing. It's a art. This is the game. It's a skill. It's magic. It's beautiful. Art is everything. So the way you treat your child and raise your child, this is a masterpiece. Who's going to buy this masterpiece? And no, your value is way more than money, but a high vibrational being is not going to want to be around a high vibrational person not going to go buy a faulty MacBook, and a high vibrational person is not going to allow a broken person into their home. And take what I say with a grain of salt, because yes, everybody needs help, everybody deserves healing and love, but I mean far as if somebody is so broken that they will break you. We know those type. I get that you was broken and hurt, but if you don't heal, you can't come into my home, because what do you want to bring to me? So it's the same thing. Y'all want to go buy a good MacBook? Whatever you put into whatever software you download into your child, this will matter if somebody is going to want to let them come with them or say I'm good. Like I'm good. You feel me? So hold up, y'all. My bad. The smile. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I stopped journaling. Oh, I read that. Okay. My son is in the stomach. That's why it is the solar plex. Exactly, like the soul is the stomach. That's why they say this. Oh yeah, that's what you meant. Okay, exactly. Your soul, the creation, right? Like that creative energy. Like, and what's the solar plex color? Yellow. Let's go. Period. Imagination is the power of God manifesting through us. Yes, and that's the imagination. Yes, tap. And then look, this is the other card I pulled, y'all. Number 8 again. So we getting all these 8s. Why I'm pulling 8 today and my chain not on? Yesterday I had 8s on. We wasn't pulling all these 8s. But let's go. And we got 1 + 3 in the chat, 4. So 4 + 4 is what? 8. Stop playing with me. Pay attention. Y'all in a fucking classroom, right? So this is number 8, and this is the Arubis. The Arubis, basically the snake will eat itself. When a snake eats itself, that's a renewal of life. It keeps going. That's the eternity keeps on going. It never stops, y'all. You're never going to stop. And this is a representation of y'all. If the snake is eating itself, right? If the snake eats itself, when we die, we don't go nowhere. The snake is not going anywhere. It's eternal. When you die, it's not a bad thing. People are so afraid of death. Death is a great thing, because where you want to go, really, your skin cells is going to be eaten by the worms, and the worms are going to poop that out, and it's going to be inside of the dirt. The dirt is now going to grow trees and apple trees. You're literally the mother. Gaia is literally the biggest alchemist. Nothing goes to waste. Everything just keeps getting recycled and recycled. This skin is not going anywhere, y'all. It's not. That's why this is why some like cultures don't put their people inside of like a box and abominate them, because that right there in itself, if you abominate a body, how is that going to be broken down? It's still going to be broken down eventually, though, because nothing is man-made when you really think about it. Everybody is getting elements from the earth to create stuff. Nothing is man-made. These phones, it has crystals in it. It's from God and Gaia. God and Gaia made this stuff for us and gave us dominion. So even if you embalm a body, even if you put a body inside of a casket, eventually it's going to decompose. Eventually, even if it takes years, it's still going to decompose, because those elements come from the earth. Nobody is creating their own elements, because you're still using something. Again, alchemy, the beginning. Everything comes from something. You didn't create it yourself. You didn't. Even if somebody goes to outer space, and gets something and come back here and still make it, you ain't create that. Source created that. We are demigods. You feel me? So yeah, I'm in the wrong one. All right, hold up. And this, like I already said what the card was, though, but let me just tell y'all exactly what the rest of. So this means immortality. Something has fulfilled its time and is no longer necessary, or the return of something, thought gone. Continuity of life, renewal of energy. Let me read that one more time, because it goes along with my with the fixations from your childhood. Immortality. Something has fulfilled its time. So What has fulfilled its time? Your time was fulfilled with your toxic parents. Your time was fulfilled with this toxic job. Even if it's not toxic, y'all, I can give y'all the paradox of everything. Even if you are in a good environment, even if you were born to amazing parents. I have friends who were born to amazing parents and they ass still decide to leave and go live in fucking Mexico. Why? Because it's your life. No, that's even better. Imagine having a foundation of love, that security, that safety net, and being able to go fly and soar even more. Imagine the fearlessness that you will have, because it's like, I know my family got me. I know that even if I get in a tight bind, I can, hey mom, hey dad, I can call my people up. But I'm going to go fly on my own. So something has fulfilled its time. It can be good or bad. Whatever has fulfilled its time, new doors are opening, because you are immortal, my love. You are immortal. Something has fulfilled its time and is no longer necessary, or the return of something thought gone. This goes with the fixations. The return of something thought gone. Some people don't even realize the childhood trauma that they have abused until they sit down with a professional and actually talk about it. And then they remember. Then they put two and two together. Oh, okay. This is why I'm acting like this. Oh, okay. This is why I have a fixation on this. So sometimes we think stuff are going and it comes back to remind us the continuity of life. Life is going to ever continue, y'all. It's a circle of life. Life never stops. The world is never going to stop. It's going to keep on going and going. Renewal of energy. But with that keep going, that circle is always cycles and seasons. So you can always renew yourself. You can always come back. You can always heal. No matter what you've been treated as a child, you can come back. Damn, hold up, 18 comments. Just keep teaching. I'm greatly appreciating your service. Oh, thank you, Bass. I love you so much. Thank you, Tell it Empress. Thank you, Jade of Spades. I love you too, my love. I was just saying this to my son. Y'all dropping them diamonds for me, period. Hey y'all. Hi, Amani. Hi. You have to be placed in the ground, not a coffee, for the cycle to occur. Fix. Help. Been on that, done with that. Yellow. Thank you, Bass. That card is fire. Beautiful. Y'all crazy. Thank y'all. Y'all spicing me right now. Thank y'all so much. Your energy is top notch. Thank y'all. I told y'all I'm tap. I already told y'all I'm gonna get y'all where y'all need to be, because my spirit team got me where I need to be. My spirit team got me right together. So I'm here to tell y'all, tap in, go within. It's a choice, y'all. Okay, it's a choice. When you young and shit like that, okay, you want to fuck with these narcs, but remember, what you allow yourself to stay in, it's your choice. And whatever comes from that, you are going to have to be the ones to own up and say, you know what, I had a chance to walk away. My gift to y'all is that when someone gives you a chance to run, fucking run. When someone discards you, don't go back for more, okay? Learn from me, okay? I kept going back for more. I kept getting myself hurt. And people would, and somebody actually said to me, why you keep letting me hurt you? And that's when I finally woke up and said, you know what? You absolutely right. Why am I doing this to myself? We have to take accountability for ourselves, y'all. When God gives you a way out, don't go back, okay? Never fucking go back, okay, y'all? I left Philly. I'm never going back. I'll go back to visit, give me a vegan cheesesteak, but baby, I ain't going back, because it's better. This is why I told y'all, it's levels to the shit. The higher you go, it gets higher and higher. I promise y'all. I thought I was at my highest last year. Fuck no. It's not. I'm not nowhere near at the top yet. Nowhere near, but I'm way farther than where the fuck I came, because I cut people off. Y'all gotta not be scared to cut people off. I don't care how old you are. You can make it out here. I've been on my own for a very long time. And why? Because my spirit team got me. Because abundance, y'all. When you are abundant, when you come out of a lack mindset, you will have everything you need. Even when you think something's gonna happen. Even when I had an eviction, I didn't get evicted though. Even when you think something the worst, like, oh my God, what am I going to do? This is what it means to, what's that Bible verse? When you hold on, well, it's something like that, but endure. This is what it means to endure that shit. Like, okay, y'all banging on my door right now. Guess what? I'm going to still sip my motherfucking coffee. I'm going to still sit here. Whoever said coffee, that's why I said coffee. But I'm going to still sit here. I'm going to still fucking do whatever it is I do. Go ahead, keep knocking. When I get it, you get it. Come on, it's laws and levels. Don't let people scare y'all. Don't let no landlord scare you. Don't let y'all toxic family scare you. Because God come through at that last minute, okay? At that very last minute. You thought your phone was about to get cut off. But then, oh shit, you just got a random ass Cash App, and it's like, oh, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Oh, it smells so good. Thank you, love. Flower so sweet. I'm about to start acting like a robot, y'all. Flower so sweet. Maybe I'll get more views, right, if I start acting like a fucking robot. Yeah, I'm about to start doing it. All right, hold it. Wait, I'm about to read. Y'all, hold it. Too many comments. Wait, hold it. Don't go back. Yeah, don't go back. Let me go to the last one, then I'll just pull cards for y'all, okay? So, the last one is the Felix stage, right? The Felix stage is abnormal family setup leading to unusual relationships with mother or father. The Felix stage is like the Opioidex and the Electra. The Opioidex is when, am I saying it back? No, Opioidex is when the little boys are obsessed with their mothers, and the Electra complex, so it's Opioidex complex and Electra complex. The Electra complex is when little girls are obsessed with their fathers. If this energy is not geared to the right way, vanity, self-obsession, sexual anxiety, inadequacy, inferiority, envy. Do y'all hear me? You have to hear me. When your parents do not, when your parents do not guide you the right way, right, this will lead to a fixation, because it's normal. It's so normal for a little boy to be like, oh my God, I love my mom, or this is what it means. Like, they don't know they're feeling like this, but they want to annihilate the fucking dad. Like, get away from my mom. Little girls, same way. Get away from my dad. Like, but as adults, as the parents, we have to direct that energy. We have to, because jealous, envy. It says envy. If you don't, your child can be very envious. But having envy, it's not all bad, but this is why you have to guide and teach them. If you don't help them right then and there, then that child can grow up and hate the other parent. Literally hate the other parent. Now, this child wasn't abused by their parents. They weren't abused. They went through all their stages of development good. It's just once they got to the stage, once they began to understand that, oh, I'm a girl, I'm a boy. Oh, okay, mom and dad. Okay, so if I'm the girl, I'm supposed to be with the boy then. Oh, I want to be with my dad then. So that's the envy. Now I hate my mom. I hate her. But if the dad is not leading that, or like the mom think it's funny, right? I've seen videos like that where the little boy is like obsessed with the mom, and the mom laughing and telling the dad to go. That's psychologically damaging, because you're supposed to guide that. The dad's supposed to, come over, sit down, no, chill, son, like relax, like really, like relax, like this is not yours, like you are a child. Like, we have to teach them the right way, because if we don't and we laughing at it, thinking that shit funny, you gonna cause them to have problems when they get older, like sick problems. This is where mental illness comes from. Mental illness, 777. So lucky, stop playing with me. Lucky, y'all. Lucky number 7. But that's where mental illness comes from, okay? Because the 7 deadly sins, right? 777. This is where we get them 7 deadly sins from, because it's energies that'll attach onto you during your childhood. Now, let me hurry up and read the next one, because I gotta go. Now, genital, right? The genital stage is settling down in a loving one-to-one relationship with another, well-adjusted, mature to love and be loved, sexual instinct to be directed to heterosexual pleasure. Now, this stuff these are more so heterosexual, so y'all can apply it too if you are, lesbian, gay, whatever. It's all inclusive. It's just these studies were done on nuclear family because this was years ago, but it still really does matter. It matters because man and woman, thank you guys, man and woman do co-create a child. So that is where a child will come from. But in your genital stage though, your genital stage is, what age is this? I think this is at 12. Your genital stage is puberty and onward. So if you will have a good genital stage if you go through your oral, anal, and philic stage good. Now, when you are in your genital stage, now you will know, you'll know what sex you want. Like, you'll know who you're attracted to. And you can make good interpersonal relationships. You won't have anxiety. You won't have that, that anal retentive type of personality. This is why child rearing is not complicated. People make it so complicated. It's so simplex, y'all. So simplex. Advance to the next level. Thank you, James, my love. Thank you so much. I'm gonna smoke my blunt. Oh, period. Oh, you about to get fried? Yes. Hold up. No, you don't. Hold up. No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Y'all telling me no, don't act like a robot. You too intelligent and have more to offer for AI. Oh, all right. Y'all both said no. Y'all don't want me to act like a robot. Wow, that's so true. Thank you, James. Non-abuse too. Yes, that is. Oh, that my son crazy ex. I learned all this in my meditation practice. No. Non-abuse too. Non-abuse, are you talking about what the stages? Because I'm saying, so I was given a brief. I kind of talked about a little bit overt abuse. I didn't really want to talk about overt abuse today. I just wanted to keep it on, like I said, the oral. Like you can give your child a fixation without purposely doing it by overfeeding them. Now, if you're underfeeding your child, that's a little abusive. I mean, to each their own, but you know how some parents are like, no, I'm gonna feed my child like a newborn. I think a newborn's supposed to eat like every 2 hours or something like that. But I've seen parents like take like the milk. If the milk needs 4 scoops, they'll put 2 scoops to save money, but you're not giving your child that nutrition. So like that's a touchy subject, so I ain't gonna go too deep on that. But yeah, I was basically saying like the abuse that's not overt, that's kind of like subliminal, and they didn't mean to abuse their child, but hey, you just gave this child fixations. You got this child being really fucking anal out here. They're so obsessive, so compulsive, or just explosive, just a fucking people pleaser. The way we treat our child, y'all, is the way they're going to act in this life, because this is the game of life, okay? This is the game of life, old versus new, okay? Your old self versus your new self. Listen, I love all versions of myself. I don't know about y'all, but I love every version of myself, because every version of myself only did the best that they can do in that time, space, and reality. So, but the new me, baby, the new me is a 100.0. So like old versus new, you can shed this. Y'all can heal from your childhood trauma, because that's the past. Okay, whatever happened in the past, yes, it matters to a certain extent, but baby, if you wake up every day, because tomorrow's not promised. If you are alive right now, you have a purpose, because nothing happens in this universe by a coincidence, by an accident. Everything that happens has to be ordained by the higher power. So if you are waking up, the higher power said, yep, you're good. The book of life, everything, they already know what we're going to do, because there's so many varieties. There is literally, all of y'all literally have like trillions of different realities you can do, literally down to like, if I didn't put on yellow today, let's use that for example. What if I had wore pink today? It would have been a different reality. This live would have went differently, but I chose to do this. Every little thing y'all do, down to your hairstyle. If I had chose to wear my hair back, or if y'all chose to just, press out your hair, it's literally, once you walk out that door, it's literally, you're changing all the possibilities, and they already know. The higher gods know every strategic thing that you're going to do, so you can change yourself. You can go from old to new real quick, like, and that's gang. All right, let me pull y'all some cards. Who all gave to me? So thank you, guys. It smells so good. So I learned all this in my meditation. Yeah, that's why I'm telling y'all, knowledge and wisdom. When you meditate, your soul knows stuff. You will get downloads. And I always use self-love for an example. If you're meditating, right, or if you keep hearing self-love, but you didn't actually read it or watch someone else do it, but you know it's in you, you keep hearing it. Once you get the knowledge, the outside knowledge, and you overstand, and understand what self-love actually means, you'll be like, oh shit, that's what my guys was telling me. This is why you're meditating and going within is so good, and also reading and expanding because every time you read, every time you learn new information, it's a wire in your brain. I swear y'all can look all this up. I read so much. It's a wire in your brain that literally will connect and continue to grow. When you learn something new, it's a computer, y'all. Your brain is a fucking computer. It's going to keep on growing. So old versus new. This is epigenetics. All right, hold up. Last thing I'm going to say, I'm going to pull a card and I'm going to go. Epigenetics, okay? Whatever you went through as a child, you can change. You can change your adult life by your epigenetics is your environment. You can change the DNA in your cells by this is why I tell y'all to remove yourself. I don't tell y'all all because of my personal experience. I'm telling y'all based off scientific facts. If you remove yourself in your environment, if it's loud, toxic, even if it's not your house, you live in the slums, and it's fucking hood, and fighting and killings and murders, that shit is going in your DNA. It's changing the way your brain is going to perceive the world. It's changing, literally, your brain helps you manifest. So it's hindering your manifestations. But if you remove yourself, thank you so much, Boz. Thank you. But if you remove yourself out the environment and you go to a better environment, you are literally changing the cells in your DNA. You are literally changing the structure. You can literally change the structure of your body. Like, this is why I tell y'all. Y'all don't have to do nothing you don't want to do. You can manifest the body you want. You can manifest the life you want. Literally, I'm telling y'all, I was 210 pounds. Like, I did this by moving myself out of an environment. You could get better and better. People manifest features on themselves. You don't have to go get surgery. Y'all don't have to go out here and fucking let people give you crumbs of love. You can literally manifest loaves of bread. You don't have to accept crumbs of love from people just because, oh, here, you want it, you want this crumb. Fuck no. I can literally get out here and make my own, because you are a God. When you are a God, nothing is impossible. The possibilities are unlimited, but y'all have to tap into that God gene within your brain and know this for yourself. That's the old versus new. Become your new self. All right, now I'm gonna pull cards for y'all. Okay, you spitting facts. Thank you so much. I love y'all. Y'all are so nice to me. Why y'all so sweet to me? I love y'all. The Norites is what they call facts. Okay, prices. Prices, what you mean prices? Better environment. Fitness is a healthy life. Yes. And this what I want to say to this though. Y'all be seeing them people, right? Don't y'all see these people who literally change their whole body all by fitness, and they don't even be spiritual? Imagine if they was fucking spiritual, yo. This is how manifestations work. Whether people are aware that they're manifesting or they're unaware, they're manifesting. Okay, I go to the gym every day. The type of people I see, like, they put that fucking work in, but when you have a conversation with them, it's like, oh, all right, I can tell, like, you don't really know, but still, imagine if they knew. This is why having the physical strength along with mental strength, oh baby, you powerful. You a fucking God. You a God point fucking 3 fucking 10. No cap, yo, I promise. All right, boss, I'm gonna pull a card for you. And who else? Did anybody else give me roses? If somebody else give me a rose, can you say me so I'll know? Because I can't really tell from the thing. Ooh, boss. Why I keep pulling 8s for y'all? They ain't pulling no 8s for me. I'm jealous. Oh, boss, you got 8. You got 8 and you got Matt. Matt is the law of the universe. Okay, boss, I see you, love. Physical and mental strength is key. Yes, James, let them know. Come through. Boss, you got Matt. Matt is literally universal law. Like, that's amazing. Look at that. Oh, that went the wrong way. All right, let me read this. I'm so excited for y'all. I can't wait to come back tomorrow, you guys. You want to come back with me? That which is straight, okay? That boss, you giving it to him straight. Ain't you giving it to these bitches straight? Let them know. Truth and justice. Higher laws operating to influence events. There are higher laws operating to influence your events, boss. Like, look at that. Because this is Matt. Matt is, now I'm going to try to read a little bit of this for y'all. Matt is used in the Egyptians to express not only physical measure, but also principle of right, true, real, genuine, upright, honest, steadfast. Let's go, period. Not born from any god. Matt was with Tahuti in the boat of Ra. And y'all know Tahuti is very, thank you, boss. Thank you so much, love. And y'all know, Tahuti is very, very powerful if y'all are aware of Egyptian god deities and goddesses. And also, the judgment is weighing of the heart. The heart is the knowing function. Then I just tell y'all about the heart and the brain. The heart is the knowing function, but can only be trusted when the mind is in the heart. Mind, I told y'all, mind, heart, coherence. I say mind, heart, and stomach coherence, but yes, mind and heart coherence. Matt and Tahuti are the heart and the mind in perfect unity. This is perfect unity. Go ahead, vibes, period. He out here ganging shit. Gang. Let's see what other card we pull. Ooh. All these fell. All right, caterpillar. That means transformation. The caterpillar goes to the what? Butterfly. The caterpillar is smart. Why is the caterpillar smart? Because it has to find a secure place to web itself. If a caterpillar was to web itself on a lower level of like a tree or something, it could be eaten, right? So caterpillars are smart. They have to go up or go somewhere where nobody's not gonna come and attack them, so they can transform. While they're in that cocoon, they're literally becoming whole and new again. You are becoming whole and new again. Geckos are magic. Why they jump? Geckos shed their skin just like snakes, but geckos are also, let me read y'all exactly real quick. Geckos are, so caterpillars are luck, health, joy, rebirth, resurrection, patience, endurance, and persistence, peaceful times ahead, metamorphosis and transformation. And then we have gecko. Gecko is also luck, good fortune, life. Luck, good fortune, life will be blessed with happiness, new beginnings, prosperity, transformation, shedding things. Because remember, snakes shed their skin, but geckos eat their skin because geckos are alchemists and geckos believe in themselves. Geckos are adventurers because they're jumping. They're literally jumping from one wall to the next fucking wall. They're out. They're optimistic. They're creative. They're perseverant. They're very independent. Geckos are, and you don't see geckos with other geckos. They be out here solo dolo, and that's just facts, love. Bitch better have my money. Because they know you very well. Bitch better have my money. Where's my money? Let them know where the fuck's my money at. And if they don't give you your money, don't give them nothing else again, y'all. Don't give them nothing else again. 11 in the chat. I am master number 11. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. I love y'all so much. And bitch better have my money fucking shopping and also lightning that fucking power. So when somebody cross you, use your lightning on them. Don't let nobody play with you. Where's your shit at? Pay up or go ahead and cut them off. Stop fucking with people, y'all, who don't fuck with you for real. That's hindering your blessings. And no more fear, y'all. No more fear. The butterfly. Oh, alignment. Look at that. I pulled a caterpillar, right? Caterpillar. I put a butterfly sticker on here. I put stickers on I'm just different with my cards. Y'all not going to ever find nobody who's like me. I'm different, okay? But I put a butterfly on mine. No more fear. Why? Because you done transformed from how can you have fear when you just weaved yourself in a fucking cocoon, in a fucking wilderness, in a wild? It's a jungle out here. If you was brave enough to go weave yourself in a cocoon, knowing that something can come and eat you, and now you just transform into a butterfly, you have no fear. What are you afraid of? There's nothing to be the fuck afraid of. And on that note, I love y'all so much. Like, peace, love, and light to all my soul troops. Okay, I'm y'all golden ram. I am a Westchester University graduate. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the flower. Smells so good. I'm a Westchester University graduate, y'all. Golden rams. Okay, I'm your ram in a bush. God will always send you a ram in a bush. I am your ram. Okay, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I will post this onto my YouTube channel as always. Y'all already know. And anybody who DMs me, I will get back to y'all. My apologies if I'm a little late with comments and DMs. I got all of y'all. Don't think I'm ever going to ignore you. I'm not. If you want any services, y'all already know what to do. Link in my bio. You can email me. I will send you my number. Y'all, and thank y'all too. People do donate to me, so I'm just very grateful. Thank y'all for fucking with me because it means so much to me. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and go, and I will be back, y'all. So I will either come back tonight or I definitely will be back tomorrow at least. But I'll try to do a number 2 tonight, and I can recap on this. But like I told y'all, heal from y'all fixations. Peace, love, and light to y'all. Blessings to you, guys. Thank you so much for showing me love. I appreciate you. And y'all have a blessed day, okay? Deuces.